Welcome back to BMB Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the issues surrounding Finn's complex family dynamics and the medical crisis unfolding at the hospital. The drama intensifies as multiple storylines converge in this emotional episode. The medical situation at the hospital is reaching a critical point as Dr. Grace Buckingham and Dr. Bridget Forrester examine the latest test results for Liam Spencer. Their expressions grow increasingly grave as they review the scans, exchanging concerned glances that speak volumes about what they've discovered. The term inoperable passes between them in hushed tones, suggesting that Liam's condition is far more serious than initially believed. The brain tumor they've identified appears to be positioned in a location that makes surgical intervention extremely risky, if not impossible. Meanwhile, completely unaware of the severity of his condition, Liam continues to focus on his role as a father. During a touching moment with Steffy Forrester at his hospital bedside, they reminisce about their daughter Kelly's milestones and share parenting stories that bring smiles to their faces despite the hospital setting. Liam repeatedly mentions his determination to attend Kelly's upcoming daddy-daughter dance, a promise he's intent on keeping regardless of his health challenges. "I wouldn't miss it for the world," he insists, while Steffy squeezes his hand supportively, fighting back tears as she senses something isn't right with his health. The connection between Steffy and Liam remains palpable, built on years of history and their shared love for their daughter. Their conversation flows naturally between serious topics and light-hearted memories, demonstrating the comfortable rapport they've maintained even after their romantic relationship ended. Steffy shares amusing anecdotes about Kelly's latest adventures at school, while Liam beams with pride at hearing about his daughter's accomplishments. Across town, Lee Finnegan is having a very different kind of conversation with her son. Her normally composed demeanor has given way to intense concern as she confronts Finn about his continued interest in Luna Nozawa. Lee's voice trembles slightly with emotion as she reminds Finn of Luna's dangerous past. "She may be your biological daughter, but that doesn't erase what she's done," Lee argues passionately, her maternal instincts on full display as she tries to protect her son from what she perceives as a serious threat. Lee doesn't mince words as she recounts Luna's criminal history in vivid detail, emphasizing how Bill Spencer's influence secured Luna's pardon, a development that clearly infuriates Lee. "Justice wasn't served," she declares, her eyes flashing with indignation. "She should be serving time for her crimes, not walking free and inserting herself into your life." Lee's concern extends beyond Luna's criminal past to the potential impact on Finn's marriage, warning him that Steffy might not tolerate his divided loyalties indefinitely. Finn listens to his mother's warnings with a conflicted expression. While he understands Lee's concerns, the recent paternity confirmation has awakened powerful paternal instincts that he struggles to ignore. He finds himself torn between his established family with Steffy and the biological connection to Luna that he's only beginning to process. The revelation that he has a daughter he never knew about has shaken his world in ways he couldn't have anticipated. The complexity of Finn's situation is heightened by Poppy Nozawa's role in keeping Luna's paternity a secret for so many years. Lee doesn't hesitate to place partial blame on her former friend, suggesting that Poppy's poor parenting contributed to Luna's troubled path. "Poppy failed that girl in so many ways," Lee states firmly, "and now you think you can step in and fix everything? Some damage can't be undone, Finn." As these dramatic scenes unfold, the hospital corridors buzz with activity. Nurses exchange worried glances as they pass Liam's room, having overheard fragments of the doctor's concerning conversation. The tension builds as Bridget and Grace prepare to deliver the devastating news to Liam, news that will undoubtedly change the trajectory of multiple lives in the days to come. The Bold and the Beautiful continues to weave these emotional storylines together, setting the stage for heart-wrenching decisions and unexpected alliances. With Liam facing a potentially terminal diagnosis and Finn navigating treacherous family dynamics, The characters find themselves at pivotal crossroads that will test their relationships and reveal their true priorities in the face of adversity. As Friday's episode concludes, viewers are left wondering how these interconnected stories will develop. Will Liam's condition bring him and Steffi closer, complicating her marriage to Finn? Can Finn find a way to acknowledge his biological daughter without jeopardizing his relationship with Steffi? And how will Luna respond to being kept at arm's length by the father she's only recently discovered? Next, we will learn about the intricate web of relationships and medical drama unfolding in Los Angeles as several storylines reach emotional crescendos in the upcoming episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. At Il Giardino, the notorious Sheila Carter sits across from her newly discovered granddaughter Luna Nozawa, their connection growing stronger by the day despite their troubled histories. The restaurant's ambient lighting casts dramatic shadows across Sheila's face as she reassures Luna that they're safe to meet there since Deacon is away visiting Hope. He's spending quality time with his daughter, Sheila explains with a rare genuine smile, which means I get to enjoy some precious moments with my beautiful, brilliantly mischievous granddaughter. Her eyes sparkle with recognition of their shared traits. Luna's lips curl into a knowing smirk as she raises her glass. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? She observes, acknowledging the undeniable similarities between them, their determination, their willingness to bend rules, and their relentless pursuit of what they want. The statement hangs in the air between them, both a celebration and a warning of their shared DNA. Their glasses clink together in a toast that feels like the sealing of an alliance that could spell trouble for many in Los Angeles. The chemistry between grandmother and granddaughter is palpable, with Sheila clearly seeing herself in Luna's calculated moves. Their relationship has blossomed with surprising speed, built on mutual understanding of being outsiders who refuse to play by society's rules. Sheila's mentorship of Luna could prove dangerous, especially as Luna continues her pursuit of Will Spencer despite his clear commitment to Electra. Meanwhile, at Forrester Creations, the design office has become a sanctuary for Will Spencer and Electra Forrester's blossoming romance. The afternoon light streams through the windows, illuminating their tender moment as they share a passionate kiss. Will playfully suggests locking the door to extend their break, his eyes filled with desire and affection. Electra pulls back slightly, her expression a mixture of desire and hesitation. "You know I'm attracted to you," she assures him, her voice soft but certain. "You're absolutely gorgeous." Her tone shifts slightly as she adds, apparently, something Luna realizes as well. The mention of Luna casts a momentary shadow over their intimate moment, a reminder of the unwanted attention that continues to plague their relationship. Will can't help but chuckle as they discuss Luna's latest desperate attempt to see him. The pizza delivery disguise was actually pretty convincing, he admits, but the rest of her plan was completely transparent. Their laughter lightens the mood, creating a bubble of normalcy in their otherwise complicated lives. The couple's ability to find humor in these situations speaks to the strength of their connection. Speaking of pizza, Will says with a mischievous grin, "You know how much I love it." His expression softens as he gazes into Electra's eyes. "But I love you more, Electra. So much more." The sincerity in his voice is unmistakable as he expresses his desire for a relationship built on love and mutual respect. He's made his feelings clear, and now he wants nothing more than to be alone with her, to deepen their connection. Electra gestures around the empty design office. "We are alone now," she points out gently, understanding the unspoken meaning behind his words. "But that's not what you're thinking about, is it?" Her perceptiveness shows the depth of their emotional intimacy. With tender honesty, she admits she wants him too, and promises they will have that special time together, just not today. "Will, please tell me you understand?" Her question hangs between them, vulnerable and hopeful. Will's response demonstrates his maturity and respect for her boundaries. I understand completely, he assures her. You're not ready for more, and that's okay. His acceptance is immediate and genuine, without pressure or disappointment. You're incredible, Electra, and I only have eyes for you. Their lips meet again in a kiss that seals their understanding, a perfect balance of passion and patience. Across town at Brooke Logan's estate, Deacon Sharp has arrived specifically to check on his daughter. The elegant living room, with its plush furnishings and panoramic views, feels at odds with the heaviness of their conversation. How are you doing? Deacon asks Hope, emphasizing the really to indicate he wants more than a superficial answer. His concern is evident in the furrow of his brow and the gentleness of his voice. Hope doesn't hold back, unleashing a comprehensive list of grievances that have been weighing on her. Her normally optimistic demeanor has been replaced by a weariness that concerns her father. She expresses her deepening frustration that her mother continues to side with Ridge over her own daughter, a betrayal that cuts deeper with each passing day. The hurt in her eyes is palpable as she describes feeling abandoned by the person who should be her strongest advocate. Deacon leans forward, his expression brightening with genuine conviction. I see better times ahead for you, Hope. Trust me on this. His confidence offers a glimmer of comfort, though Hope remains skeptical. She continues to lament how every aspect of her life seems to be crumbling, her career in shambles after being fired from Forrester Creations, her love life a complicated mess, and her family relationships strained to breaking point. With fatherly warmth, Deacon reminds her of the constants in her life. You have your amazing little girl, and you have an awesome father who thinks the world of you. His attempt at humor draws a reluctant smile from Hope. You have incredible talents and amazing things to show this world, he continues, his belief in her unwavering. His face hardens slightly as he mentions Carter, calling him a jerk and a fool for turning his back on you. With absolute conviction, he declares, any man would be lucky to have you, Hope. Hope's thanks is tinged with affectionate skepticism. You're my dad, she points out. You're completely biased. The moment of lightness is welcome in their otherwise serious conversation. Deacon's expression shifts to something more thoughtful as he makes a surprising confession. You know, of all your exes, Liam has always been my favorite. The admission seems to surprise even him. I know he hurt you, and I wanted to throttle him for it at the time, but deep down, he's a good man. His assessment comes from years of observation and a father's protective instinct. Hope's response is measured and mature. We're better as co-parents, she says, suggesting she's made peace with their romantic relationship being in the past. The wistfulness in her voice, however, hints at the complexity of her feelings. Deacon studies his daughter's face carefully. Liam truly loves you, Hope, he says softly, leaving the implication hanging in the air between them, a possibility she's not ready to consider. At the hospital, the sterile environment contrasts sharply with the emotional intensity of the scene unfolding in Liam Spencer's room. Dr. Grace Buckingham leans in, her professional demeanor masking her concern as she shines a penlight into Liam's eyes. Does this hurt? She asks, carefully observing his reaction. Less, Liam responds, a single word that carries significant weight. The slight improvement is encouraging, and Liam immediately seizes on it as evidence that he's ready to discuss being released. His eagerness to return to normal life is evident in his restless energy, despite his weakened state. The moment is interrupted by Dr. Bridget Forrester's unexpected entrance. Her surprise at seeing Liam as the patient is genuine. Clearly, she hadn't been briefed on his identity. Grace quickly explains the situation, including Liam's insistence on privacy regarding his condition. Bridget's shock deepens when she learns that even Hope remains in the dark about Liam's hospitalization. Aside from his doctors, Steffi, and Finn, no one knows, Grace explains, her tone indicating her professional disagreement with this approach. And he's adamant about keeping it that way. The tension in the room rises as medical ethics clash with patient wishes. Bridget's medical expertise and personal connection to Liam lead her to speak frankly. "You'll probably need rehabilitation, Liam," she warns, her tone gentle but firm. "Are you planning to keep all of this a secret throughout that process?" Her question highlights the impracticality of his request, challenging him to think beyond the immediate situation. Liam's response is evasive but determined. "I'll cross that bridge when I get to it," he says, his stubborn streak evident despite his weakened state. The arrival of Steffi and Finn interrupts the discussion, temporarily shifting the focus. "Bridget," Liam says with genuine emotion, "my ex found me collapsed on the floor. I owe her my life." The gratitude in his voice is unmistakable as he acknowledges how close he came to death. The group collectively reflects on his narrow escape, the gravity of the situation hanging heavily in the air. Bridget, ever practical, returns to the issue at hand. "What about your father?" she questions. "Doesn't Bill deserve to know what's happening with his son?" Her concern extends beyond medical considerations to the family implications of Liam's secrecy. Steffi, standing supportively at Liam's bedside, makes her agreement clear. "I don't like this either, Liam," she says, her concern evident. "Your family should know what's happening." Her words carry the weight of someone who understands the importance of family support during a crisis. Liam remains unmoved, his jaw set with determination. "I need you all to keep quiet about this," he insists. "When there's news to share, it will be good news." His optimism seems forced, a shield against the reality of his situation. "I won't change my mind on this," he adds, closing the discussion with finality that leaves the others exchanging worried glances. At the Cliff House, the breathtaking ocean view serves as a backdrop to Steffi and Finn's intimate moment. They share several tender kisses, finding comfort in each other amidst the stress of recent events. Finn pulls back slightly, his expression serious despite the warmth in his eyes. "I'll check in with Liam at the office later today," he promises, his commitment to his patient evident even in this personal moment. Steffi's response reveals her deep concern. "I want to be there with you," she says, unable to hide her worry. "His condition is still dangerous, isn't it?" The question hangs between them, heavy with implication. Her medical knowledge, though limited compared to Finn's, is enough for her to understand the severity of Liam's situation. Frustration flashes across Steffi's face as she continues, "This is all because of Bill's thoughtless behavior." The anger in her voice is palpable as she contemplates how differently things might have turned out. Liam could have died, Finn. The reality of that possibility clearly shakes her, despite her usual composure. Finn's response is gentle but honest. "He's still with us," he reminds her, his hand reaching for hers. Then, with significant meaning, he adds, "Because of you, Steffi." The acknowledgement of her role in saving Liam's life hangs between them, a complicated reality given their history and current relationships. The moment captures the essence of their relationship, honest, supportive, and navigating complex emotional terrain with mutual respect. Finn's ability to acknowledge Steffi's connection to Liam without jealousy speaks to the security of their marriage, while Steffi's transparent concern shows her capacity to care deeply without compromising her commitment to Finn. As these storylines converge and evolve, the characters find themselves at critical crossroads that will test their relationships, challenge their values, and potentially change the course of their lives forever. The coming days promise revelations, confrontations, and perhaps even unexpected alliances as each person navigates their own path through the emotional landscape of Los Angeles.